when I said hi this morning. What? No, but you read it and then you didn't even say anything back. Excuses! Excuses. What? 63 what? What does that mean? Okay. Is that? Oh my god, this furry group, there's literally people talking about like how people want more like wearables and penetrable toys instead of insertables.
You're too much of a player to learn to drive, huh?
I just want to fucking... why? Yeah. Furries, they're awesome. I just said that on stream. Shit.
Don't make me mad.
True. I can't wait until I get new sonar art though. That's gonna be so much fun.
I ain't pulling any punches. You won't lay a glove on me.
I'm making CJ nice and buff.
That's it. Keep breathing. Use your right.
No.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Let me tell you the date. GTA Andreas came out in 2004. GTA 4 came out in 2008.
Watch your opponent. Know his moves.
Every GTA was big. Even the Liberty City stories and Vice City stories were big.
Only one of us walking away from it. Think you can take me, huh?
I need to talk to Nikki.
You gotta follow through with the uppercut.
Hello, Dylan. The moment the game is being an idiot, there's a perfectly fine door there. Why do you want to go to the other one? Games has been difficult.
Holding up Grove Street business.
What are you doing? Yuck. Yuck, FIFA. Am I the only one who likes Ryder's character?
Digging grave?
Damn, where the fuck I put it, man?
Put what, nigga?
Man, the fucking water. Need a little something before I go deal with things.
What things, fool?
My homie LB, he told me about this army motherfucker who got all the guns we need. Not that old school Emmett bullshit neither.
Sweet's pretty cool as well.
Dad, let's roll.
Jill, you always down, homie. Apart from when you ain't around here.
Nigga, fuck you.
Damn! Man, you want some of this?
Nah, man, I'm cool on that. Where we going?
This tilt overlooking East Beach. Better yet, you better wait until it's dark. Catch the motherfucker while in bed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Feeling
stupid
that.
fucking
Yeah,
steal
that's it,
mission.
That's it. Come on, nigga. What you
Let
waiting
it
for?
go.
Look.
Pray help, I need to do a sneak mission. Wolfo isn't
Get
sneaky.
in, fool.
Vents! Vents? Why don't no. I should just shut up.
Is this old
I'm gonna shut
motherfucker?
up.
When the hell is it?
Relax, man. We ain't there yet.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, right, Carl. You always right.
I didn't sleep much
That's my
last
homie,
night.
Mr. Right.
I don't know!
You can't stop me.
I don't know! When in doubt, blame the circle.
Good shot.
What'd you say? Oh, come the fuck on. Stop being a little pussy and turn on your mic. No. There's a pause button. Use it.
Let's storm the
Two number nines, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, number 7, two number 45s, one with cheese, and a large soda.
I'll keep watch.
Sparks, you're my favorite person for saying that quote when you enter the stream. Britton, you
Is that
have now...
literally what you said?
Yeah, he literally just started listening that order. He literally just gave it a stream and started with that. Which, Braden, you have now been pushed down to my 8th favorite person? Oh yeah, fuck, it's these fucking crates, isn't it? Oh god, and you can't kill this guy, can you? Everyone has to if they've played this game. I've doubted they just go, all you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
CJ.
Oh my god, trying to get through those doors is impossible. So hold on, how many crates are there? There's that one, this one, top stairs. Oh yeah, there's 2 in this room, isn't there?
Because I love penalty shootouts so much,
What I tell
own
y'all?
gold at the
You
end of the
making a
match
killing.
with having penalty shootout. But technically it's 1-1. I had 13 shots, they had 4.
I noticed there was a stealth skill in this game.
You a natural housebreaker, homie.
Let's get up out of here.
When will the circle be awake? How long did you and Vince talk when I eventually passed out?
All right, now we straight. LB got a storage garage down in Seville Boulevard family turf we can use.
I'm
It was
on.
longer than that.
Seriously, Ryder, man. You gotta give up them sticks.
Alright,
What?
talking like after I went to
When I
bed.
give up the water if you give up being a buster.
Hold it right there, homie.
Buster?
Forget it.
Forget you, fool.
One day, you gonna wish you hadn't pissed me off.
Did I hear something? Sound like the Buster complaining again.
I love Ryder, he's a fucking awesome character.
See, I told you. Simple.
Yeah, that was a real breeze.
Say, CJ, you gotta get it in your head. that
So a
this everyday
stereotypical
shit,
black
homie.
guy sneaking into people's homes, fucking stealing shit. I bet you if fucking, like, if people now play this game, They'd get so SJW triggered up in here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
Okay, look, I'm
racist!
tired.
That's
I'll
the
see
entire
you later.
fucking point!
All right, Holmes. Just think about what I said.
The entire point of GTA is to make fun of everything. But it's racist!
Let me drive for you. Oh, I owe you one now, homie.
You don't know what is being racist in my opinion.
What?
Making war crimes and very terrible shit that happened during wars seem non-existent by removing swastikas from games to fucking spare people's feelings. Do you really think Hitler decided to spare people's feelings when he murdered 6 million Jews?
I highly doubt he did.
But no, we should fucking make history seem not that bad by removing the swastika from all pieces of media. God fucking damn. Obviously, using the swastika in general is just a big no, unless you're doing it for historical purposes, like a World War II shooter. I'm not saying people who throw around swastikas in fucking modern day life are like good guys. They aren't. I'm just telling, like, if you use it for historical purposes, like a documentary or a video game about World War II, fucking use it because it was there.
An accurate representation. Doesn't make you a racist.
It is very stupid. Actually, no, Dylan, it is possible to 100% this game. I've done it before. I've done it on PS2.
What? A no-good, narrow-minded, hypocrite gangbanger telling me what is right and what is wrong? Let me guess.
But no,
sweet.
everything is
Sisters
racist
killing
in this day and
right,
age.
but a boyfriend from the south side.
If you fucking
wrong?
insult somebody, they'll pull the fucking race card. If you disagree with somebody's opinion, they'll pull the fucking race card.
Are
Like-
you breathing racist?
I know, like, that's the entire fucking thing. It's like the race card, and just any victim card gets pulled so fucking quickly these days. And so, I'm not gonna blame it on the feminist movement, because it was around before that, but the feminist movement, and especially Gamergate, really glorified that.
I don't think so.
We live in a day and age where everyone is a fucking victim.
I blame the feminist movement for every bad thing that's ever happened.
That's pulling a fucking victim card!
Exactly! They can do it, I can do it too.
I know you mean it as a fucking joke, but that's the exact same fucking thing!
So I hate third wave feminism because third wave feminists are trying to have more rights than men.
I don't mind feminism. I'm actually a fucking supporter for, equal pay for women and basically being like equal, like have both genders being equal.
Well, women are equal. Well, they are equal.
Yeah.
They're
You know,
equal
but
in
I'm
the
talking-
Western world. You get paid the same and you do the same work.
Actually, they don't. They don't. I actually followed a couple. I actually followed a couple of workshops at the socialist camp. Women still in a lot of countries don't get paid the same as men, and actually, women have to work longer than men. It's
Actually, the reason that men
evidence for
get
it.
paid more than women is because they work more hours than women, they're more likely to work overtime, they're less likely to take holidays, they do harder work, which gets you paid more, for example.
That's actually not true.
It is, this is proven fact.
No, it isn't, because at the fucking socialist camp there were fucking statistics and facts proving what you're just saying right now.
Yeah, but statistics, all statistics do, because statistics can be manipulated. Here.
Okay,
I'll...
no, not go into an argument. No, let's just get off the subject right now.
Okay, fine.
No,
I'm still
we're
gonna
gonna- no.
set statistics for my own personal gain here.
Don't say it on stream and don't tell it to me. Just do it for yourself. Then. But no, I'm all back to the sort of hand. I'm all for equality. That's why I'm a fucking socialist.
Yeah, and we've got.
But I don't think crying wolf at every little thing somebody says at you is gonna
But that's
help
fact.
the situation. And it's not just feminists doing it. It's people who are part of the feminist movement doing it. There's people in the LGBTQIA plus community doing it. There's even fucking regular people doing it. The LGBTQIA plus community.
Who let you out of the mental home?
What?
LGBTQIA+.
That's what they call it.
Getting worse and worse.
That's what they call it.
I've known it. My whole life I've known it as LGBT. That's it.
I've known it as LGBT, I've known it as LGBTQ, and now it's LGBTQIA. I don't mind.
I want nothing to... At this point in time, I want nothing to do with this community.
I am part of the LGBTQIA community. I go to prides. I go to certain events, but I'm not like a hardcore member. Like I don't go to all of them. But if there's an event nearby, I will fucking go.
I don't think I'd go to Pride because I think Pride
Are you
really
sharing your
cringy.
mic? Because else I'm talking to myself and...
Yeah, I'm sharing my mic.
Yeah. Hold on, am I actually allowing my mic to be shared? Let me double check that. I am. Good, so now when you fucking deny that you've ever said this, I can fucking revert back to the stream.
No, I don't. I will never deny I said this isn't my opinion.
Fair enough. I'm doing the lowrider dance.
For me, at the end of the day, I find the LGBTQSTURVKWY1A whatever, I find that the whole community seems cringy and cancerous.
You can say the same thing about the furry community.
Yeah, kind of.
Not kind of. It's a fact. If you find the LGBTQIA plus community cringy, you find the furry community cringy because they're like both of them do cringy shit.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The cringiness is not what the community is, but it is part of it. So if you're gonna shit on the furry, on the LGBTQIA plus community for it, you might as well shit on the furry community for that. And no, I'm never like. I still fucking love the furry community.
I love the furry community as well, but I think they can be really annoying.
I love the furry community. I hate the fucking drama that happens in it, like, all the fucking time, though. And I also hate, like, the amount of, like, how kinks, and this is not just the furry community, but, one of the furry kinks is mersuiting, and how that, like, gets really condemned, and people assume that mersuiters go to fursuiting events with their mersuit, when that's not even the fucking case.
When Mercer went to a convention in the city, he was disgusting.
Yeah, I know. Like, I find that shit disgusting because, like, I don't mind I'm gonna fucking be honest. I actually get off on mersuiting. Mersuiting is fucking awesome. But, you know, like, if you do mersuiting, have a different suit. The only thing that should be interchangeable is obviously the head, and even then, make sure the head's, like, clean and washed.
So since when has my brother been a lowrider?
Since Sweet told me to keep an eye on you. Make sure that whatever you dating don't get you in no trouble.
When the AI's brain dead.
Oh my god. See, sometimes, oh my god. Oh my god.
Right, let's, what do I want now? We need, what do we need? Well, I need to get more health, so let's go do those fucking ambulance missions. Or I can do the ninja pine, because that's short and stuff. Let's go do the fire truck missions though, because fire truck missions will make me fireproof, which can help with the next missions. Can I do vigilante yet? No, I need a bike and I need ammunition unlocked.
In 100 years, yeah, over the space of 100 years, fashion has gone to hell.
I don't give a fuck about what's popular in fashion. Like, I'm gonna go shopping in 2 weeks for short shirts and shorts. Like the exact same clothes my son is wearing. Fuck. Cheating navigation skills for the win.
Ah.
What? I'm all for, like, at the end of the day, I'm all for equality, just don't overdo it.
At the end of the day, if someone wants to be fighting for equality, then they should be fighting for equality in countries where it's actually needed.
No, equality is needed in Europe as well.
Everybody is equal in Europe.
Not yet, no. There's still a lot of discrimination going on in Europe.
Like so? I can't personally think of any equality. Inequality.
There is still a lot of discrimination. Discrimination in general is inequality. Somebody gets discriminated, that's basically people saying you're not equal. Inequality has many forms, it's not just in laws on paper, it's also just in daily life. Inequality will...
That's nothing to do with not being equal, that's to do with someone being
Fuck, no. No, come on. No. Come on, there we go. So I'll say, what were you saying? Sorry, I fucking... lost it. Come the hell on. There we go. Shit! Now I have to get all the way up there. How the fuck am I gonna do that? Here. Why do you and me always get into these fucking things?
Because we're different opinions.
What?
We're different opinions.
So it's like... Again, you can have your opinions, just the fact is, there's still a lot of inequality in Europe. Why else would there still be actions about it and shit?
Oh my god. This is basically you saying, if we had a country, right, where one person was going into the street for like a rat guy and said the N-word to him, for example, this country is now discrimination, is now still discrimination.
No,
there's no,
what I'm saying.
No
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's
against people, but there's people that are discriminatory. But there's always going to be people that are discriminatory.
I'm saying there's still massive, like, there's still mass scale discrimination and inequality, because why else would all the socialist parties still do mass actions against it? If it wouldn't be a problem, if it would be solved as you say it is.
We're not really, in my opinion, as a socialist, I'm not fighting for equality of people, I'm fighting for equality of wealth. The working class should have within, like, availability to perks of life that the rich have. That's my opinion.
I agree with that, but I also agree that regardless if you're rich or working class, you should just have these same, you should be treated the same, like with the same respect.
Yeah, of course.
So just because
you should be treated the same respect as someone who is working class.
If you're somebody who's working class, you should be treated the same respect as a rich person. That doesn't mean that just because they're rich that they are worth less than.
In this day and age, 90% of the 90% of the 1% are horrible people. So that's why they can do it and not have to worry because they have.
But as I was gonna say, like, just because you're rich doesn't mean you should be treated like dirt. I mean, I'm working class, you're working class. I'm not gonna treat rich people like dirt just because of achievements that their family did or they did. Like, if they do the right investment in the stock market, congratulations, they use their fucking brains.
Of course. Yes, of course.
If
but
they were born into...
If it's a rich person being, a horrible person because they want to be a horrible person, then I'll be a horrible person back to them.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if a fucking working class person is going to be a horrible person, I'm going to be a horrible
Yeah,
person
of
back to
course.
them.
Yeah.
That's equality.
Yeah.
Why do we always go to
I wouldn't say this is an argument. I'd say this is just having a discussion.
discussion, argument, same fucking thing at the end of the day anyway. These days there's no fucking
Does
like...
that mean that in like boardrooms in the stock market, they're actually all having arguments?
Yes!
Everything is an argument.
Nah, but just like... If inequality isn't a problem, like you're claiming it is, like it's been solved for the most part, tell me then why are all the socialists still doing mass actions against it and are coming to these, like, they aren't just saying it to say it, they're coming to these things with like fucking facts and numbers.
Again, I'm talking about equality of people.
Yeah, well,
Equality in...
that's what they're doing as well, right?
But
They're talking
but
about the
every single
equality of
person-
working people.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But I was talking about equality of people for being who they are.
That's
There's
what
no
they're fighting
discrimination
for as
based
well.
on people these days, but there's still discrimination on how much you earn.
Not even how much you earn, then there is discrimination on people. Your race, your religion. No offense, but you discriminate against Islam.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's freedom of speech.
What?
I'm not gonna be
How
rude
is
to
that
someone who
figure of
supports-
speech?
I said freedom of speech.
Oh, freedom of speech.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, it's not figure of speech.
that's what everyone then fucking refers to, but it's still inequality and it's still discrimination. Discrimination isn't covered under the fucking free speech argument. You can't just fucking discriminate against somebody and then say, oh, it's free speech, I have a right to do that. No, then you're just being a fucking cunt.
Yeah, but I'm allowed to do that. By freedom of speech.
Yeah, and then by fucking allowing, I'm allowed to fucking knock your fucking teeth out because you're a fucking cunt.
No, that's that's attack. Then that's assault. And assault is illegal.
No, because defending somebody from discrimination isn't illegal. So it's null and fucking it's null
by
and
law,
fucking
it
void,
would go down
motherfucker.
into- Yeah, no, of course you have right intentions, but that would go down by law as what's the word? Unprovoked assault.
Actually, it wouldn't be unprovoked because if in a court
Oh,
of
no,
law,
it would be provoked assault, but you would get done, and I wouldn't.
yes, you would get done. You would get done for discrimination, and I would get done for assault. But both our sentences, like your sentence, probably would be heavier than mine because you're the one that instigated it by discriminating against either me or somebody or
No,
one of my friends.
discrimination is punishable by a fine or community service in Britain, whereas assault is punishable by jail time.
Not in certain scenarios.
Yeah, of course, it really depends at the end of the day on the situation.
Law
Yeah.
isn't just black and white. Like a lot of people say, like, oh, if you do this, you'll get this. But it all depends on situation, mental stability, stuff. Like there's so much that goes into it. But no, like sorry, Brendan, I have to disagree with what you're saying. That if you've yeah, you're discriminating against Islam, and that's the entire problem. That's like one of the major focus points of the workshop that were going on during the summer camp was fighting against discrimination.
I believe in an eye for an eye, which is why I believe the way I do.
No, every Islam is bad though. If you say that, then every fucking Christian should get executed for what the KKK did, and is still doing.
I hate all of it good. Religion should be a thing. If without religion, we wouldn't have had a lot of the wars that we've had.
Well,
We've solved
religion, the
World War
world
II,
wouldn't be the
World War
place that it would have been, and hell, you might not even know. Maybe you wouldn't even be fucking living if it wasn't for religion.
Yeah, because I would because my family actually had quite a bit of a religious history.
Well, back to the point, like, you're saying, okay, the Islamic terrorists, so the radical Islam, you know, I'm all against fighting the radicals, whether they're Christian or they're Islam. Radicalism is just bad in general.
No, I'm not just against radicalism.
I know, but I'm saying radicals are bad, but you're saying all Islam is bad, which isn't true.
When you read the Quran,
I have read the Quran. There are points in there that I agree with.
yeah, of course, and there's points in there I agree with as well. But there's so many bad ones.
But that's the same thing in the fucking Bible. The Bible at one point says treat thy neighbor as thou want to be treated. Yeah, it fucking allows homophobia.
Yeah, no, that's why I disagree with them both.
But then why are you saying Christians are bad?
They are. Religion is bad. Is inherently bad.
No, I disagree if that religion isn't inherently bad. Religion gives people something to believe in, especially during the Middle Ages when we didn't have science and things are happening for people for things we didn't understand. And yeah, some people still believe in religion. I'm not going to judge people because they believe in religion, but the way I look at it is, you can believe in what you want, whether that's Islam, Buddhism, or
Judaism, or
whatever fucking religion you want to be part of. That's your choice.
Okay,
but
yeah.
The only thing can I finish?
Yeah, sorry.
The only thing I kind of want is don't push your shit on me and we'll have a great day. Don't be a radical and think everything that's written in a 500 to 600 year old booklet is true in the modern world. When we have science that has disproven many of the facts. You can believe in it all you want and I will have no problem with you. But if, obviously if I have a Jehovah's Witness coming to my door, I'll politely decline. Even if it's a new person, I will politely decline and say, no, I'm not interested, I'm sorry.
I took the leaflet before, ripped up in front of them, told me to never come back. Never come back.
Can I continue?
Yes, sorry,
if a Jehovah's Witness comes to my door, I will politely decline them. Say, I'm not interested, but, thanks, no thanks.
Yeah.
If the same person comes back, I will be more firm. If they come back again, then I will start getting pissed. But if it's a new person who's also a Jehovah's Witness, I won't get pissed, because that person doesn't know I've already told one person off. For example, the person I consider my dad online, Gabriel, he's religious. I don't have a fucking problem with him, because he fucking understands where I'm coming from, I understand where he's coming from, he believes in that shit because he was raised that way. But he isn't a radical, and he doesn't push that shit on anyone else. And there have been several furries who've been Christians who have, say, I'm praying for you, stuff like that. And I just go, I'm not religious. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no, it's fine, just don't try and push that shit on me, please.
No, when someone tells me they're praying for me, I tell them to not pray for me and going to hell anyway.
don't do that.
Usually they stop talking to me after.
Yeah, well, that isn't really helping the problem, you know what I mean?
What should I call it?
Okay, alright, if I can clear myself up here, I don't hate a person for the religion, but I hate the religion. But I don't trust. I would trust an atheist more than I would trust a religious person. Certain religious people more than I trust.
Good. What's cooking?
What you're literally saying is Islam is the worst religion for you, and you don't trust anyone who doesn't.
Yes, pretty much is what I'm saying. Yeah, if I'm completely honest.
Which still makes you a horrible person.
Yeah, of course, and of course, yeah. At the end of the day, people won't like what I say, and that's okay. I accept.
Anyway,
my choice is a bit rough and it's a bit extreme.
No, you're not. Like, okay, fair enough. You can believe whatever the fuck you want, but don't expect me to show you compassion when you go into an Islamic neighborhood and start spouting Islam as bad and get your ass landed in the fucking hospital because of it.
Except I won't do that because I don't want to. Well, then again, I might because it looks like the whole of Europe is going to become an Islamic neighborhood.
Oh, that's such a stereotypical view of looking at things.
You know, Frankfurt has a higher population of refugees than its own native.
Yes, I know, but refugees aren't the fucking issue. Why does everyone always make the fucking whole refugee situation? Like, they're just people running from wars.
Yeah, but I don't want them here.
Okay, so you'd rather have them have their entire family slaughtered in front of their fucking eyes for being slaughtered themselves.
Not your shit.
I don't know them.
Don't give me a hard
They have
time
no
about my
importance to
driving.
me.
I ain't got
Neither do they to me, but it's just showing it's just showing fucking courtesy to fellow human beings.
Nah, I ain't rising to your shit, man.
Valid point, yeah.
Good.
At the end of the day, okay, I wouldn't refuse them, but I don't want as many of them as people are suggesting. Like thousands upon thousands upon thousands flooding my country. I don't want that. It scares me. Honestly, it does. It frightens me. The world is a scary place.
The refugees are only a problem if you make them a problem. All these people are looking for is a safe haven away from the wars that are tearing apart their continent, which, let me fucking remind you, we're the ones that fucking caused it in the first place!
We didn't cause the Syrian civil war. Syria did that himself.
Yeah, here we go.
It's the butterfly effect, right? All of it is a fucking, follow-up of America doing what they did in Iraq.
What America did in Iraq was just for financial gain.
No, it was not necessarily. It's a mixture of both. It's both for trying to set up democracies in a Middle Eastern setting, and for, obviously, oil and stuff. But still, regardless of what fucking reason they chose, it's bad. It fucked up a fuck ton of people who have done nothing wrong. Just because people follow a different
Damn, what is that?
ideology and shit is like, it doesn't make them bad people.
Middle Eastern law is messed up though. Those countries are messed up.
You're saying that because you're European and you're a fucking foreigner to them. You don't live in these countries. You don't do the day-to-day life.
I'm saying that because Sharia law, which is what most Middle Eastern countries that are predominantly Islamic follow, is sick and disgusting. It promotes the subjugation of women, promotes the subjugation of homosexuals, it promotes, if anyone's ever talking about a rape culture or Sharia law, that's rape culture.
I know that, but again, you're looking at it...
so much inequality. I would say I'm more fighting for equality than a feminist would be who supports Islam. I would say I'm supporting equality because I don't want that. And there is genuinely a lot of not all, because that's true. The thing's not always in at the same time, not all police officers.
I know.
So why is the Black Lives Matter activist saying, okay, not all Muslims, but then every police officer is racist? You know what I mean? There has been
I've never said all police officers are racist.
Oh no, I'm not speaking about you. I'm talking about like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. Those people.
But Black Lives Matter is another radical fucking group.
Exactly. And it seems to be that radicals sort of define the world for most people these days. And that's not me, they don't define the world for me.
Yes, they do, because you're insulting every single Islamic person ever. You just insulted every Middle Eastern country by... Like, you're claiming the Middle Eastern laws are fucked up, which I will agree, for us Europeans, they're fucked up.
So, you think it's perfectly fine that there's nations out there where a woman's what's the word, testimony is only worth half of a man. 2 women have to testify for something.
As a European, no, I don't agree with that, and as a socialist, no, I don't agree with that. But as a historian, I don't fucking... Yes, I understand why. It's because Europe and the Middle East have had different evolutions.
Okay, later then.
Repeat, I'm calling back up. Repeat, I'm calling back up.
You're in defense, didn't you? Yeah, it's gonna be 2v1 because you guys are. There's one thing that hasn't fucking changed. You use 2 are fucking 2 hands and 1 fucking stomach when it comes to these issues.
We're having a discussion now. I know it's a bit early for you, so we'll wait a while.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna fucking wait. I'm gonna keep dragging you into it, but I'm not gonna drag Vince into it.
We're having a bit of a. We're having a debate about the Middle East. I'm talking about
not only about the Middle East.
I don't like religion.
No, we're not.
I'm also talking about Sharia law and why that is, in my opinion, why I don't want.
I don't agree with Sharia law. I never said I agree with Sharia law.
Okay. But you said that you do you have a problem with what's happening in France?
With what? With refugees? No, I don't.
Yeah. So you think it's perfectly fine that there's more refugees than native people in Frankfurt? That's completely fine.
At the end of the day, we're all people. As long as they're willing to fucking integrate into society, yeah. I don't have a problem with them. What I do have a problem with is refugees who want to turn Europe into what the Middle East is. I do have problems with that, but that's not all of them, and that's actually not a majority of them, unlike what most people think. I've spent a fucking week debating about all this shit, so don't fucking argue with me on this.
The majority of Muslims get asked, all the surveys have said that they want to fly a lot.
Oh yeah. Who has more straps than anybody?
I know it's also studies.
Who has all the straps?
Yeah, I know that. And again, these people can say and think what they want. But the whole, like, people thinking, oh, they're gonna change our country, they're gonna change our laws. No, they aren't. Your fucking parliament is still in charge. Your laws are still part of your constitution. To change the constitution is fucking, like, hard. Plus, the European the European human rights. You go, Vince.
You think you can roll this van without killing us both?
Hey, Ryder, where we going?
Ocean docks.
How we get this van? It wasn't outside when I came through.
My homie LB, he like
Okay, that is stupid, and I disagree with that because, like I said, I disagree with Sharia law. In Europe, Sharia law in the Middle East, sadly enough, has its place because of the culture and the evolution of that
CJ, you gotta stick by your
entire
own.
area.
Yeah.
It is barbaric as shit, but that's the entire, like, not to sound like I'm gonna sound so fucking horrible here, but the entire Middle East is barbaric. It hasn't evolved the same way we have.
Yeah, that's why.
No, they didn't, yet they still tore down the fucking walls. At the end of the day, it's gonna happen the exact same way like the Roman Empire, which is you have a set way of doing things. A foreigner group comes in, that foreigner group gets looked at with scorn and hate. The scorn and the hate will always get support and tear down the current institutions. And it's gonna be a vicious fucking cycle. Look at the bourgeoisie. That got fucking torn down in every country.
This is the spot.
Wait, did Vince just get
National
hurt
Guard
against the
Depot.
bourgeoisie?
Man, this shit look real serious.
It's National Guard.
But yeah, the Roman Empire got torn down from inside because the unequal people
Go open
got
the motherfucking
support
gates,
from the
CJ.
regular people, and obviously, you know, more fucking started flooding in. It all depends on how you handle it. We're handling it the exact, like, the way you're looking at it, the exact same way the fucking Romans looked at it back in the day, and look where they are now, they're dead.
I think for equality, you have to have hate. You have to have hate in order
I
to have
fully
equality.
disagree with that.
You have to have people who disagree with you, otherwise nothing will ever get anywhere, because everyone
Nice
will agree with
job, CJ.
True.
Thought that was a suicide
you. Either everyone
mission.
agrees with no everyone ever, and then suddenly you have
Now
like
open the warehouse and keep
Ukistan,
these motherfuckers
or-
busy.
Oh my
you
fucking
can
god, I'm gonna
have-
post
or-
this in Young Socialist and have them listen to this. Because this is gonna be fun.
or you can have everyone agree with the people who are against it and have everyone no. Or you can have some people who disagree, some people who are okay with it.
Come on, CJ.
And
We
then
ain't
have
got
that.
all day.
You were gonna say them? Yeah, sorry about that.
What you playing at, CJ?
That's fine. I've read the Quran as well. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, have you read the Bible, like the Old Testimony? That shit was fucking horrendous.
Blasphemy!
I don't disagree with you. It isn't okay. Just like Sharia law isn't okay. But to... Again, like... Yeah. There we go. That's a more mature way of looking at it.
Whereas I have a problem with Islam altogether.
Which is why I disagree heavily with you, Braden. The
I have a
entire
problem with
thing
all.
about
That's the
Islam,
only thing I
and
have to do. That's
I feel like we've
I
been
would-
talking like about Islam mostly here, but there's also other issues.
Yeah.
Oh,
because in
fuck!
my
Right,
opinion,
I forgot about that. I think another big issue with the whole Islam thing is that right now there's this thought process going on. If something bad happens in your life, blame it on Islam. And the thing is, especially if the adult, like, I don't actually blame the kids for doing it, because the kids get taught it by their parents. Yeah. That's the entire, like, that's the whole process of indoctrination, though, isn't it?
No.
Oh shit! But the Old Testament was the same way, though. Yeah. Or the KKK.
Come on, days.
I will admit that the KKK has definitely decreased since like the 60s. They used to have a way bigger. They had a huge voice in the 60s.
That's alright. Yeah. Islam is the second largest religion behind Christianity.
I think the only reason Christianity is bigger is because Christianity's been around longer.
Christianity is more.
Oh shit. No, that's just I agree with you on that one, Vince, is that if not just religion, if anything tells you to kill somebody else, you should probably reevaluate your life if you believe that that's okay. I mean, everybody, like, especially modern media, likes to do that with video games. Like, oh, video games make our kids violent. I'm playing a video game right now where you can kill every goddamn person ever. Exactly. Most gamers can easily see that this is fiction, then you've got reality. It's only the very extreme cases. No, I agree with that one. Go ahead. How about Manhunt?
Who's so fun?
Why? Because these people have...
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna... It's... Yeah, but like the entire thing is... Surprisingly, like people say, oh, video games make you violent, when study has proven it's the opposite. Playing a video game where you can do anything without repercussion is actually great stress relief. You're one of the most kind-hearted persons ever. Yeah, but no, you're playing a video game, you're gonna go out and murder someone next day. The next day. God damn it, my English is failing. my just thought process in general failing. To the whole refugee situation, I support refugees because the core concept of them is they run from places where they're getting persecuted for being people. And most refugees are actually people who don't agree with Islam anymore. Or at least or who would support a reform. Yeah, obviously. You're running from the Middle East. Why would you try to turn the place that you're running to into the place you're running from? That's like... Oh yeah. Even then, there's still going to be cases that get in. It will reduce it.
Just don't be a Germany, is what you're saying.
No. That's...
Yeah, but Germany's bad. The way Germany is right now is bad. They're letting everybody in, willy-nilly.
Hold on. We're all talking for each other. Vince, finish your point, then you can make your Germany point, Brendan. Oh, you're saying hypothetically. That does sound horrible, but I can see the merit of that, I suppose. I'm sorry, by the way, Brendan, if I got heated earlier. I just spent a week on a socialist camp. I am very, very, into the mood right now.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Which, by the way, the camp was absolutely fantastic.
On my point with, Germany, in my opinion, what Germany's doing is bad, very bad.
Why?
Because in Germany...
Which includes refugees. Oh, Vince, are you allowing your voice to be shared? Damn it! Do it now. Hmm? I don't... No, I'm not putting it on the comedy page. Plus, my friends from the delegation I went with know that you're not a right-wing person. You're anarchist.
It's kind of funny because...
Yeah, but you're not. Yeah, but you don't fucking want gays to be exterminated, so you're not like extreme right wing. For fuck's sake, Vince, there are policies that the right does that I agree with. I'm not an extreme socialist. Yeah. There are some policies that the right wing. Yeah. Go there. Break, go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna get called right-wing like hell by like everyone for what I say, but which is weird considering I'm left-wing. I am left libertarian, yet I have a lot of right-wing beliefs and I seem to talk about them a lot more than I talk about my left-wing beliefs.
Obviously, nobody is like entirely left or entirely right. There are some right-wing policies which aren't too bad, and there are some left-wing policies which are fucking atrocious. I'm not going to look for examples right now.
Policies are what we tend to voice the loudest.
True.
In stream, you're hearing my sexy, sexy voice now.
Yeah, but no, I find it disappointing that we can't, and I know this is a very, very optimistic view of looking at things, and it will never happen, but why can't we just all be friends? And at the end of the day, the reason why we can't all be friends is different ideologies. And a lot of people say, oh, it's because opinions. No, because opinions don't cause issues. It's radicalizing those opinions. The opinions themselves aren't the opinions themselves aren't the issue. It's radicalizing them.
I mean, and then there's the fact that sometimes one individual in power will ensure that their society's very idealistic. I mean, such as the North Korean regime. Do you honestly think that people...
Or look at Gaddafi.
Sure. Yeah, that too.
I mean, I know Gaddafi's been dead for how long now?
I don't know.
Almost 6 years?
Yeah. I mean, and that was the same situation with Fidel Castro.
Yeah. And a lot of people aren't going to agree with this, but yeah, Gaddafi did extremely horrible shit. But that video the rebels put on all those social media sites of them torturing Gaddafi, it makes them no better than him.
I will agree with you on that.
It makes them no better than him. Regardless of how bad somebody's been, you don't stoop down to their fucking level and expect to be praised for it. Which is, I call a little... Colonel Gaddafi from Libya. It was Libya, right?
Gaddafi is, yeah, the really messed up guy.
Yeah, basically the rebels captured him and tortured him for, what was it, months?
Yeah, something like that. And then they
and they also killed his family
on social media.
Yeah. And they also killed his family in front of him, I believe it was. Yeah. Or am I wrong now? Yeah. Which, okay, you have wrong with the dictator? Off him and be done with it.
Yeah.
Don't torture him, put it on social media, and expect to be praised by it because you're stooping down to the exact same level.
Though,
yeah, but if he's caused something people pain, he deserves pain himself.
I can see why they killed.
Yeah,
I don't agree with it, but I can see why they killed the family. Because if you leave his sons alive, or
they're gonna ask for revenge. I know that, but the entire torture.
Not even that. It's just that leaves an heir to continue the dictatorship, and you would have changed nothing but a face.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, that's the butterfly effect for you.
Man. I don't agree with what they did, but I see why.
I disagree with the torturing of Gaddafi. Because,
well, of course, anyone sane and non-barbaric does.
Braden agrees with the torturing of Gaddafi because of the pain that Gaddafi wrought. Okay, Gaddafi wrought a lot.
Eye for an eye.
I don't agree with eye for an eye. At all.
An eye for an eye, and it's completely agree with it.
Okay, then at that point, I am allowed to hurt, kill, and possibly rape every person that's ever raped, hurt, or insulted, or even killed a gay person.
No, because they didn't do it to you.
So you believe eye for an eye on a personal level?
Yes, and
to an extent.
And the judicial level, but not really rape. Yeah, you got a point. I don't rape someone because he raped someone. But if say you've killed tons of people or you've hurt tons of people, you deserve the most amount of suffering possible. For example, pedophiles should be killed slowly. Serial killers should be killed slowly. Serial rapists should be killed slowly. Just stuff like that.
Okay, this conversation is turning into a direction I don't want it to go, especially not on stream.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna say is, regardless of, this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it. This little thing called the Geneva Convention exists.
Geneva Convention.
Which, the Geneva Convention, Geneva, whatever. All right.
Grammar Nazi.
Which, fuck you.
Sorry, I just wanted to lighten the mood a bit. Continue.
Well, basically, in both civil times and war times, it prevents the harsh, unjust punishment of prisoners. While I agree with capital punishment in certain cases, well, in most cases where many would find capital punishment, I fear not, like, making them go slowly is entirely against the Geneva Convention, as well as As well as
It's
I don't
also
even know where
just
to go with
against.
that.
It's also just against what makes us human. The entire thing that makes us better than those people is that we can show compassion. If you stood to their level, if you do the same, if you do horrible stuff on the same level that they did to you, maybe not the exact same thing, but stuff on the same level, you're no better, and you've accomplished nothing.
There's not many ways in society nowadays, due to many execution methods being banned in most countries.
Like the electric chair.
There's not many ways to, no, America still uses the electric chair, it's just, they tend to opt for the lethal injection, which,
they use the electric chair, like, how many times?
Not that often, but
yeah,
contrary to popular belief, the lethal injection is actually said to hurt like a motherfucker.
Well, no shit, you're killing off all your cells, I believe it is.
Something like that, but for example,
I don't know what it is.
And while these methods of execution are fairly brutal, it's nothing compared to what used to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not the guillotine, or the guillotine, sorry. It was actually fairly humane. It was one of the most humane methods of execution in its time.
It's actually very quick.
Stopped using it in the 60s, I believe.
The guillotine is just one clean slice.
Yeah, the guillotine, France had its last private execution with the guillotine in 1963.
Same year Kennedy died, wasn't it?
Something like that. I think it was 1963. It was in the 60s.
Kennedy died in 63, didn't he?
Died in 1963.
I was gonna say, Kennedy died in 63. Yeah, I know my history, I'm not a total fucking retard.
Do you know the date?
November 22nd, 1963 at 12:30.
Damn it, I was trying to test him.
I was gonna say, like, early winter.
Well, there you go.
I didn't know the exact date, no, I'm sorry. Like, I knew it for my exam, but just, like, off the top of my head, especially when we've been talking about so many different things, no, I'm sorry, I wouldn't have been able to say it.
Alright, let's pick a new topic, because we're dancing around the topic of execution without actually saying anything about it.
I fully disagree with execution. You're better off putting these people into reformation camps, rehabilitation camps, and rehabilitating them for society so they can be of use to society.
For the most part, I agree with that. But then there's situations where, let's say you try and do that with someone, and then he stabs someone in prison, and he's just being entirely unruly. He's a danger to the guards and the fellow inmates. Then it's time for death row.
Yeah. But
and
like,
say if it's like a mass murderer, it's time for death row.
If a mass murderer, I wouldn't even say death row. I'd just say life in prison or life in solitary confinement.
Weird, right? This is a bit weird, and you guys are going to be really confused.
Life in solitary Sorry.
What was that, Bray?
You guys are going to find this probably really weird based on what I said about the death penalty, but in my opinion, rehabilitation is more important than punishment.
Well, that's just prison. That's what it is.
For the majority of people, like, say someone who, okay, let's say someone who's, like a serial shoplifter. So he steals from shops every single time he gets out of prison. He does it all the time. He's cost, like, tons of companies, thousands of dollars. And then they say, okay, that's it, you're getting 5 years in prison. Hopefully you'll learn this time, right? No. That's just... All you're doing when you hide people away and you treat them like second-class, people in prison, like they don't get to see their family members, they don't get to see, people who care about them, and stuff like that.
Well, in prison, the only reason you don't see your family members is if you're being unruly. Visitation is
continue, Brent.
All you're gonna do is make them hate the world more, and they're probably gonna, commit crimes again.
Okay.
Mainly, I'm talking about, when I talk about this, I mainly use the topic of people who get sent to jail for drug crimes.
Right.
Yeah?
I'll let you finish your point, but then I gotta say something, okay?
I believe that, someone who is caught in possession of drugs, they don't deal it, but they use it. They should not be put to jail they should be put into a specific program. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a name. They do it in Switzerland. Basically, what
They should just be put in rehab. I do agree with that. Like people who use drugs shouldn't be sent to jail. They should just be forced into rehab.
If they get taken to like a nice place. It's a really nice place with a nice bed and a nice room to stay where they can live in peace. They can see their family whenever they want. They get access to clean, free drugs that they use, but they'll slowly be taken off of it. Naturally. They've got clean needles and nice places where they can do it alone. And the whole point is that because when we send them to jail, not only do they go cold turkey, which messes up with their head like nuts, they feel they're treated like second-class citizens because they're in an addiction that they can't help.
Okay, drug addicts, that's something different. But when you're talking about serial shoplifters, drug dealers, or people who, streakers, stuff like that. Yeah, no, I agree they should be put in jail. They shouldn't just get a slap on the fucking wrist. They should know, and they should be taught that, basically, if the parents didn't do a decent fucking job for whatever reason, not saying it's the parents' fault, because you never know what home situation these people may come from, but if they cannot get it through their head that serial shoplifting is bad, or rape is bad, or selling drugs is bad, yeah, they should be put in jail, and they shouldn't just get a slap on the goddamn wrist. Because that's not helping the issue.
I will wholeheartedly agree, regardless of... And yeah, I do agree, like, rehabilitation is more important than punishment. But I will say, full out there, that the U.S. prison system needs an entire reform.
I think every Western prison system needs a reform.
But the thing is, in the United States prison system, it's a lot worse because it's privatized. Private companies own these prisons, not the government. And they get paid based on how many prisoners they take in. So they don't care about rehabilitation. Reoffending rates are up to 70% in most of these prisons. So more reoffenders means more money for these private companies.
I've just noticed something. I've got a bit further right on my political compass.
Yeah.
I posted them both in
but I mean, I think we can all agree that privatized prison industry with a 70% reoffending rate
is bad.
It's bad.
It's
very
not
bad.
Exactly what you aim for.
It's very bad.
The thing...
What? Privatization of prisons is stupid.
I think a lot of systems, whether they be, for the legal system or for other systems, could do with the reform. And one of the entire things that I'm fighting for in my country is fuck it, I'm gonna explain it anyway. Sorry if some folks... No, you're gonna listen to this quickly.
Okay, yeah. I'll listen to you first, but I'll just let you know when you're done. I'm going off. I'm going off for a break, and we're gonna practice some goalkeeping.
Okay.
Alright.
Now, there's gonna be terms that you guys might not be familiar with, because I either have to literally translate them,
I get it. Let's go.
So, if you can't go to school, or you get placed under what we call youth judge, you can have your situation gets evaluated, and one of the evaluations is a problematic raising situation, where it's the home situation that's the issue, and that's where people should look into. Then you get put into youth care, which assigns you a kind of counselor whose job is to look into your home situation, look what he or she needs to do to fix that situation, whether that be moving you away from that situation, getting therapy in, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, a lot of these counselors don't do their job at all. All they do is, and this is what happened in my situation, before I met both of you, but Will and Jason were there for it. I got taken away from my home situation, put into a observation and orientation center, which is where some really messed up kids go. I mean, I heard a lot of things that I wish I'd unheard. And she basically put the, what do you call it, like, the
diagnosis?
Yeah, of 3 different doctors, one of them being one appointed by the court. She didn't believe them and acted against them. She even talked to my child psychologist. My child psychologist told her the same thing that everyone else told her, which is what she was planning on doing was not going to help, but instead destroy my entire mental physique, and she still went and did it. And that is because once you get assigned one of these counselors, they have ultimate and absolute power. They can go against diagnosis. They can go against psychologists. They can go against everything and everyone. They get absolute power. So I've been fighting for these past.
That's not okay.
Yeah. So especially when you've got, like, the entire reason I got put into that fucking scenario was because I was unable to. Now I am, but before I wasn't able to use public transit to go to school. My brother obviously worked. My granddad's old. He can't really fucking bring me to school every goddamn day. So I spent 4 years out of school because it was just impossible for me to find a school close by that would offer the help that I needed with my specific level of autism. And it's history. The rest is history. So what I've been fighting for is more checks on the counselors, less money for those for the entire youth care and the counselors, because, and like when you bring up issues, say like, oh, it's an isolated case. My mom made a group of over like 70 parents who've had the same issue. So it's not isolated.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, go ahead.
But wouldn't taking funding away from the system make things entirely worse?
No, but because I'd like them to put the funding into more help for people in schools.
Alright, fair enough. But just
yeah,
take money away from the program, it's bound to get a lot worse than it already is. Now, I'm definitely saying that something needs to change based on how these people are paid, because if they're paid by, like, the kids they take in or something like that.
No. But
just whatever the current system is isn't working. I don't know enough about it. I'm not in your country, but
yeah, obviously
there needs to be a change.
I mean, one of the main issues that this whole situation brought is I was diagnosed as an invalid person. So basically it's like a special little thing. Your parents get extra money to take care of you because you have extra needs. My mom only gets 1/3 of that money now because of that entire situation. So we haven't been able to pay for a special person to help me with my autism. I had to learn that all. I was like in a really bad way for a while. And I would say in the end that made me stronger, but that doesn't mean I want like other kids to live through that. Anyway, I just violated the entire fucking mindset of my channel, which was no political debates and opinions on this fucking channel. But hey, my opinions are now on there. Your guys' opinions are now on there. I'm not gonna delete the stream. I'm not gonna be disappointed. Kind of saw me breaking that eventually. Better to do it sooner than later.
See you all later.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye.
Bye. Books you both.
Right, hold on. Right, that was pretty much it for the voice part of this stream. Stream will go for another like half an hour or so, and then I'm gonna end it. Gonna put the game audio back on and stuff, but I need to talk about private stuff. Goodbye, peoples. Finch, you got anything else to say to the peoples? Silence.
Hi. Alright, I'm done.
Oh, Lord. What's up now, man?
One of Mad Dog's chauffeurs just left the burger shop across town. Said he was headed over to the musical room.
Hey, move before Bala moves you.
guys.
Hey, man, take me back to...
Security team, the principal is being kidnapped. Rescue him at all costs.
Who the fuck are you? Where's my usual driver? Unlock this fucking door. I can't fucking swim, you fucking psycho.
Ah, so I've heard.
What you want, fool?
Shut up!
We pumped iron and watched Weasel.
Oh, you trying to get away now, huh? Hey, man, cover my back!
Oh, no. I'm scared.
Hey, this ain't nothing personal.
Oh, you dropped your snaps.
I need a better analyst.
You want fries with that? Do I look...
This jacket's Italian silk.
Oh, shit!
Moron, out with a call.